All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to this amazing webinar that we're having this evening. I have been given the privilege to actually introduce the speaker for this evening. And boy, I tell you, it's an honor. Just the short period of time I've known this young man, I have known nothing but great responses. I have heard how he has built teams upon teams upon teams, how his leadership skills have just expanded across not only the nation, but in other areas of the world. It's my knowledge of this young man that he is a very loving husband, a father of 6 children, and he still has time to reach out and be a blessing to other people in this amazing opportunity. I have known him to be called Young King. I've been known him to be called the man of the hour, the person who is doing the doggone thing, quote unquote. And ladies and gentlemen, again, I have the privilege and the honor to introduce to you this evening our speaker, Mr. Dap Dunbar. Mr. Dunbar, please take it away.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Earlene Wilson, for that amazing introduction. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Boys and girls, 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy, you are here simply because someone shared some amazing information with you. By no means are we here to prove, sell, manipulate, or coerce you for anything. We're here to simply share some amazing information, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, you heard it. I'm happily married. I'm faithfully married. I'm covenant married to my Lord and Savior. I'm faithfully about building communities, ladies and gentlemen. Truly, since I was younger, the only thing that I ever wanted in life was to see happy people, people that were joyous, and people that always look to encourage other people in whatever walk in life God has for them. Now, one of the things that makes that walk easier, one of those things that makes that journey a little easier, is literally being able to do what you want when you want, and having the means financially to pay the people to do what you just don't feel like doing. Well, you may hear it time again. You're going to hear some children going back and forth. You may hear some dogs barking, and that's because I do have 6 beautiful children, 2 actually that are adults that are now living on their own here in South Florida, and the other 4 that happens to be right here in my home. So if you hear them, like you're going to hear right now, my 3-year-old, please don't mind. Say hi. There you go. All right, go ahead. Say hi. Go ahead. All right, there we go. Come on, Grace. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. I'll let daddy work for a little bit. All right. So those are 3 of them right there, guys. But anyway, what makes my life so much sweeter is that this particular platform that you're going to hear from right now is giving me the opportunity to spend the time with my family, not have to worry about the financial side of it. Literally be able to take 4 different children to 3 different schools every single morning, be able to pick them up, be able to take them all their activities, be able to spend time with my wife, be able to do the things that matter most to us. If that's something that you're looking for, you're definitely in the right place. Hey, I'm going to need you guys to be quiet because I'm recording. All right. All right. Thanks. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share with you NovaTech. All right. NovaTech, literally, as you can see on this picture right here, stands alone by itself. Why? Simply because NovaTech is the only company over the last 3.5 years that has been doing exactly what all of us are here for, to be able to have our money work for us. Could you imagine that, ladies and gentlemen? For literally 3.5 years, hundreds of thousands of people are able to see profits on a week in, week out basis without them having to do anything except for make a commitment to make a deposit. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no company at this time that is doing what NovaTech is doing. Why? Again, it's about the longevity, the consistency, and the legacy build of a company that's not here to get anybody rich quick, but they are here to afford you the life that God has for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about trading profits made easy, a fully automated cryptocurrency and Forex trading platform. And when I say fully automated, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean we're controlled here by robots. No, what I mean is you sitting back you continue to do in life what it is that you've already been doing. Make a commitment like you would to your own retirement or any other investment. All right. And pray and hope that that investment manifests itself into what was presented to you. Well, it's already been happening for tens of thousands across the globe. It's now your turn. With that being said, here's a disclaimer that's really important, because before we go into the facts of this company, I think the most important part for each and every one of you right now is, how is the money made? What can I expect, right? What can I hope for if I decide to make this commitment? Well, this disclaimer is for a compound calculator. All right. It's a third-party tool that is not endorsed by the company NovaTech. It's simply what we decide to use in order to be able to see what the potential is for any investment out there. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be this particular one. So whether it's a real estate investment, a Forex investment, Airbnb, anything dealing with money, you'll be able to do it with this particular calculator. All right. Past results are not indicative of future gain. Just understand that. However, we can only go on historical facts, right? What has already happened. And just as early as this past Friday, which I mean Friday, no, I mean Friday. All right. We can share with you what those results look like. So with that being said, I'm going to stop my presentation for 1 second. And I am going to bring up our calculator. All right, so this calculator is called thecalculatorsite.com. So if you go on your phone or on your computer, if you wanted to kind of go along with me, you can. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you how you get there. You hit on finance, and then you hit on Forex compounding calculator. All right. And we're going to use this very simple calculator because it just makes it very simple. There are a lot of different components to this where you can kind of really specify this to you. But we're going to keep this simple for right now, because guess what? Simple is what really makes sense. So I'm going to use a starting balance of $1,000. OK, hypothetically, you decided to make a deposit of $1,000 into your own trading account. Well, what's going to happen with that $1,000? Well, what we're going to do is share with you what has happened in the past over the last 3 years and about 4 months in this NovaTech platform. NovaTech has been averaging, okay? It doesn't mean that this is a guarantee, because by no means NovaTech will never give a guarantee. NovaTech doesn't even say, hey, this is what we, nothing. All right. However, they are a management of our crypto assets. And over the last 3 years and so many months, they have been able to average, based off of what we've seen in our own results, an average of 3% return on a weekly basis on whatever deposit that you decide for your particular account. Now, I know that's really, really awesome. Some of you are like, hey, I wish I can get 3% a year, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are now in a different space, okay? This is not anything new. Millions of people across the globe have traded Forex and now cryptocurrency. What makes this unique and why this is something that you may not be able to fathom until you get more into this presentation is most people are used to investing in something static, okay, where your money doesn't move. You invest something, right? And you hope that whatever you're investing in will rise over time. Ladies and gentlemen, the space that you're in now is about currency. Current. Everything must stay moving. So we're talking about trading in markets where it doesn't matter if the economy is up or down. We trade down. If the market is in a down, we trade up if the market is in a up. And through a lot of sophisticated technology, as well as experienced traders, they're able to predict the market and allow us to earn profits on a daily and weekly basis. All right. Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and put a timeline out here. All right. And this timeline, by all means, is not your timeline. It's just for example purposes. Your timeline may be longer. Your timeline may be much shorter, right? But I'm going to use a 5-year time frame because I think 5 years is a nice outlook, right, of what the future could look like if you do some very simple things consistently over this short period of time. And I'm going to put where you see compounding, I'm going to change that to weekly. Now, when I say compounding, I don't mean compound interest, because this is not a bank. NovaTech does not pay interest at all. All right, what I'm saying is compounding your profits. So what's happening is here in this example, I'm showing you as if you were to redeposit those profits that you're going to earn on that $1,000 deposit, right, on a weekly basis. Why? Again, this is something that you're looking to build over time, not pay you right now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit monthly. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and hit calculate. And you're going to see a number pop up. And yes, you do see correctly, it's over $2 million over the next 5 years. You do see it's only $1,000 that you're depositing one time. And yes, it's an annual return of almost 365% every single year if NovaTech was able to produce what they've produced in the past. All right. Now, while this number may not be fathomable to a lot of you, I'm going to make it extremely real, because what I need to do is break this down so you see the process. This is not a really large number when you understand the process. Okay. Now, I'm going to break this down by the month. Okay. So if you took that $1,000 and you invested it with NovaTech for at least 30 days, the potential of what it can be based off of our past profits, you could earn about $136, a little more, maybe a little less, depends on what our earnings are for that month in just your first 30 days. Now, how many people are impressed by literally earning $136 on $1,000? Go ahead and raise your hand. I want to see how many people are actually listening and participating. Let's see how many people actually understand money here. Because I know some of the people are like, man, $136, that ain't nothing. I could go ahead and gamble in the casino and probably double my money in a day. Well, if that's your mindset, you're on the wrong call. All right. $136 on $1,000, that potentially will change your life in the next 2 to 5 years. This is why you're here, ladies and gentlemen. Look what happens to that 136 as the months go on. Because you're consistently redepositing your profits on a weekly and monthly basis, ladies and gentlemen, that $1,000 has the potential, because of that potential 365% gain for the year, to be over $4,600, earning you just over $500 and $550 every single month. How amazing is that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to this day, even with inflation, an extra $500 going into a family's home every single month is life-changing. All right. But we're not going to stop at $500, because guess what? We want you to be able to have more fruits than just 500. Ladies and gentlemen, after about 24 months, look what happens to that $1,000 potentially. It's over $21,000. Earning you a potential $2,600 every single month. If we stop right here, I think most of you would be sold. Why? Because $2,600 coming into your home every single month without you having to stop anything that you're doing, that is truly life-changing, because it will now grant you the opportunity to do those things that you have not been able to do. You may even stop working those extra 20, 30, or 40 hours a week, because now you can devote a little more time to the things that matter most, your family, because guess what? It's the one thing we can't get back. So it's why we want our money to work for us. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't stop at 24 months. If we continue down the line, 36 months, 3 years from now, $100,000 potentially could be in your trading account. But even more important than $100,000, look what it can afford you on a monthly basis. Over $12,000 being able to be made in profits off of the $100,000 that is being worked. How awesome is that, guys? Some of you may be saying, well, Dap, I don't want to wait 3 years. I got $100,000 sitting right now and it ain't doing nothing. As a matter of fact, if it's in the market, it's probably lost 40 to 50% in the last 18 months. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to tell you what to do with your funds. What we are here to tell you, and I'll tell you in a second, is we are here to show you what our members, 28,000 of our Team Diamond members in just the last year, because that's as long as we've been here. We haven't been here 3 years like NovaTech has. We just came here a year ago, and our team has over 28,000 people. What does that tell you? It tells you that we are winning and people are truly having massive success, ladies and gentlemen. Well, guess what? That 100,000, yes, has the potential to earn you over $12,000 every single month. If you wanted to, you can drop that 100K into your trading account if you signed up today. And guess what? In the next 30 days, based off of what we've seen over the last year, just on our team, there's a really good chance that you're going to earn somewhere between about, I would say, $10,000 to about $15,000 simply off your deposit working in your favor. That's some amazing stuff, guys. And of course, if I continue down the path 5 years, you get to see how this literally becomes mind-blowing potential profits. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to convince you. We're not here to sell you. And we're not here to guarantee you anything. But if you're willing to step out of the box, this is too what can happen to you. All right, guys, let's go back up real quickly. And I want to show you some other examples. Let's say you were to contribute to this trading account on a monthly basis, right? So you said, okay, Dap, that 2 million looks really good over the next 5 years, but how can I expedite that? Well, you can by, adding new funds on a consistent basis, just like you would with your paycheck going into any particular retirement or investment account, right? Well, you're just going to allocate some funds over here as well. And if you allocated an additional $500 every single month, instead of 2 million, guys, you will potentially 5x your potential return. Why? Because it goes from 2 million to 10 million because you're adding an additional $500. Look at this left column going down. You're adding $500 to your account every single month, ladies and gentlemen. So you're allowing your account to grow faster. You know what happens by just adding an additional $500 a month or $6,000 a year for the next 2 years? You potentially can have almost $100,000 in your account, earning you literally about $11,500 or more every single month. So you literally cut down your time frame from 3 years to get to 100K to 2 years. Everybody get my drift? The more you deposit into your own trade account, the faster your potential profits can actually grow. Do you have to do it? Absolutely not. This is just for those that are, you're asking yourself that question in your mind. All right. Now, here are some other options that you have. You may say, well, Dap, what's the fastest way for me to get my capital back? I want to make sure that I'm playing with house money, for those of you that understand that gambling term, right? Where I want to make sure that I can keep the money that I'm investing and I don't lose it regardless of what happens with the business, the platform, or whatever it is, right? Well, here's what you can do. All right. And again, we're just using the $1,000 example. All right. You can come into this platform for as little as $100. There's a reason why I'm showing you 1,000. There's a reason why here at Team Diamond, we show examples based off of what we know has been successful for the 28,000 plus people on our team. All right. You can actually put 100,000, 200, 400, 700,000. I'm giving you some hints of what we've seen from our team. All right. Now watch what happens here, guys. If you decide that you want to get your money back as fast as possible, well, here's what you do. You let your money compound, right? You let those deposits, those redeposits of your profit compound, so that what happens is after about 5.5 months, you see right here, this left column where it says 5 and 6, right in the middle of that, somewhere, your potential $1,000 will double. All right. And again, this is all potential. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We only hope and pray based off of what we've seen in the past. However, somewhere around 5.5 months, you're going to double your profits. All right. Or your capital. You can literally then say, hey, you know what? Let me take my $1,000 out. Let me take my $10,000 out. Let me take my $100,000 out. Right. It doesn't matter what that number is. It all is going to do the same thing. Right. And then you can play with the house money, meaning you're now pulling out your capital and saying, hey, I'm going to let this thing roll. Why? Because I'm here for the long haul. That's an example that you have. Now, some of you may say, well, Dap, man, look, I'm even more conservative than that. I don't want to wait 5.5 months. I want to start collecting on my profits this Friday. Is that what you call it, Dap? Friday? Well, I want to say Friday this Friday. So how can I start earning my money? Well, let me show you what that looks like. Instead of compounding, we're going to take the compounding off and only do it yearly. And look what happens. All right. Over the next 7.5 months, look here at the left side, 7 to 8 months, somewhere in between, you would double your money. Why does it take 2.5 months longer? Because you're not redepositing your profits on a weekly basis. You're actually taking it out every week or every month. And when you do that, your balance stays the same, meaning your trading account. Capiche? Everybody raise your hand if I'm making sense right now. I want to make sure I dumbify this, I simplify this, I make this so simple that no one that gets off this call that's brand new will have to ask a question to the person that shared this with you, except for how do I get started? All right. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Let's keep this show on the road. Is there anything else that I need to show here? I don't think so. I think each and every one of you get it. Again, if you want to add more funds, you can. For giggles, let's just go ahead and put 10,000 in here, and let's look at what 5 years looks like. If we compound it, obviously every single week instead of every single year, it's over 21 million. All right. We have a lot of people that start at the awesome number of 25,000, because that's the quote unquote VIP level. Again, over 5 years, the potential of what it can look like. All right. Don't let that scare you, because guess what? As the process goes on, you'll understand that, again, the money speaks for itself because the process is taking place. No different than your physical self, your spiritual self, your mental self, your emotional self, your financial self, your relationships that you build. If you don't pour into it daily, don't expect abundant overflow. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's drop that mic. I'm going to stop right there, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to bring up the actual presentation, and we're going to get this show on the road. All right. Who we are. Real simple. NovaTech is a subsidiary of NovaPay LLC. NovaPay LLC is the big company. It's the umbrella. All right. It's the covering. Inside of that umbrella are other companies. NovaTech happens to be one of them. All right. NovaTech is the crypto and Forex trading platform. There's also a Bitcoin ATM company. There's also a crypto and debit card transaction business. And there's also a Bitcoin mining and consulting company. There's a lot of different companies within the company, okay? We participate in the crypto and Forex trading platform. This is where the majority of the liquidity comes from. If you don't understand what I mean by liquidity, I'm not talking about just the water, but I'm talking about the flow of the water. The flow of the capital comes from the crypto and Forex trading, all right? Now, who is NovaTech? Well, NovaTech starts with its founders, Reverend Cynthia Petion and Eddie Petion. Amazing, amazing individuals who I've had the pleasure to meeting last year. Again, it's coming up on a year almost already, where I met them on a yacht extravaganza with some of the founders right before Christmas of last year. And ladies and gentlemen, here's what I will say. It's one thing to hear from the actual owners, which is absolutely amazing. But more importantly, when I did my research, when our co-founders of Team Diamond did research, it was really more about what are the people saying? Because if the people are happy, if the people say it's working, they're able to get withdrawals, right? Okay, then guess what? Then you got an actual real company. You got something that's actually working. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did all that homework. The real homework really was to find out what these two individuals were all about. And the one thing I can tell you, nobody here needs to do homework. Again, it's 28,000 people on our team alone. So if you want to spend time doing homework, that's your prerogative. But we're trying to save you, all right, and spare you the time so you can work more efficiently by getting that deposit in and seeing it, tasting it, feeling it, touching it for yourself. However, ladies and gentlemen, these individuals here have been tried and tested. All right. They've had massive success. They've had massive challenges within everything they've done in the 40 years of combined experience. And when you see that you've had people at the mountaintops, all right, and in the lows of the valleys, you know you have a leader, because leaders are tested when controversy happens. Leaders are tested, all right, when there are challenges. What is that leader really going to be able to do? And ladies and gentlemen, to be able to do NovaTech for the last 3.5 years here right in the US and globally with all the different regulations, right, and different governing entities and bodies, what does this tell you? Again, This company is the real deal. Guys, instead of me tell it, let me let you hear from our amazing, amazing CEO, Cynthia Petion. She's going to give you a quick 2.5-minute overview of what this entire platform looks like. And I'll come right back and kind of regurgitate and get a little more into detail to answer some of those amazing questions that you have. All right. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy.
Hello and welcome. My name is Cynthia Petion. I am the CEO and one of the founders here at NovaTech. And I'd like to first say thank you for taking a moment of your time to learn more about our business plans. And a very special thank you to whoever introduced you to this opportunity, as well as to our leaders around the world who are taking time out of their day every day to share this opportunity with communities like mine and yours so that we can spread the good vision of NovaTech. Now, I'd like to ask you one simple question before we get started. Have you ever heard this before? I will never do another online business ever again. Well, if you have, you're not alone. We've heard it many times ourselves, and we understand how you feel. And perhaps maybe you were the one who said it yourself. Well, we hope we can change that. And we'd like to offer you maybe a little glimmer of hope or a better opportunity that you couldn't find before. And it's the reason why my partners and I got together back in June of 2019 to build NovaTech. We are a registered broker with MetaTrader offering a Forex and cryptocurrency trading platform. Currently, we offer a couple of different styles of accounts, including a PAM account, which is our pool asset management account. And this allows passive investors or those who don't necessarily know how to trade the ability to invest in one of our master accounts and allow NovaTech to trade on your behalf. Now, we also have our MT5 accounts, and this is for people who want to be able to trade on their own. And you can trade whether you are a skilled trader or a novice trader, or open up a demo account just to test it out first. But you can go ahead and trade on our platform with very low commissions and spreads and be able to earn income on your own without any intervention from us. And recently, we offered a very exciting program, which is to help you get paid as you trade. And this program was introduced as a pilot program for people who want to trade professionally with a reputable and reliable trading platform. And it offers you a 30-day testing period with NovaTech, where you can actually test your own trading skills and possibly get paid to trade. Finally, we have something that we can call our own, something that we're extremely proud of. We've built a program and a strong foundation that is not only sustainable, but profitable. So guys, this ends my time here with you. I hope to be able to see more of you. And if you have any questions, please reach out at any time. We have our help desk support available at contact@novatechfx.io, and hope to see you soon.
All right. Awesome, guys. So you heard it first and foremost from our amazing CEO, Cynthia and Eddie Petion. Ladies and gentlemen, NovaTech was established in June of 2019. All right. They are a legally registered crypto hedge fund company. And let me make this clear. Anybody here on this line can be a hedge fund in the United States. It does not take a license. All it takes is for you to register on, for example, if you're in Florida, like they are, sunbiz.org, right, which is where every company that is operating in Florida has to go register, and you become a legally registered company. All right. Now, that doesn't mean that you're doing legal stuff with the company. It just means that you're registered. And I'm breaking this down for you because I want you to understand these processes so that no one can fool you into thinking that they know what they're talking about. All right. Now, what happens after you become a hedge fund is what's going to determine how you are licensed and how you operate. Well, NovaTech FX operates their licensing, meaning they have their licensing and registration outside of the USA, okay, in a place called St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's where 99% of all brokers that deal in the Forex and crypto space is licensed. Why? It's a much freer jurisdiction to allow capital to move, to allow retail traders, people that's going to come in with 100,000 or less, right, to be able to earn like the banks. All right. So when somebody says, well, they're not licensed in the US, I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if you know anything about money, most major companies have a lot of assets outside of the United States. Why? Because there's only so much that you can do when you're not a part of the 1%ers. Now, with that being said, they do operate in the States when it comes to cryptocurrency. Why? You do not need a license anywhere to trade cryptocurrency. It's only when you deal in the Forex space, which is dealing with fiat currency, like the money that you use to pay your bills, eat, and live every single day. All right. They do not trade Forex in the US. NovaTech also does not take any type of US or any type of fiat dollars. Everything that we do on this platform is done with cryptocurrency. So at this moment in time, will it change later on? I probably think so. All right. Eventually, it will become regulated to a degree. But the reason why cryptocurrency is so popular around the world, and now major institutions, Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies, the top 50 companies have now incorporated cryptocurrency into their makeup, is because you can't get rid of it. All right. It's digital currency that allows for movement and transparency. See, the banks will never tell you everything. Why? Because the rules are written that way. But in the cryptocurrency world, in the blockchain technology world, everything is transparent. Everything can be seen. And this is the space that we're in. NovaTech is a registered MetaTrader 5 broker, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to understand something. This is like being a bank in the fiat world. All right. Or a broker like a TD Ameritrade, right? In the banking world. But in the crypto and the Forex world, NovaTech is registered like all of the other 500 to 1,000 brokers out there. So this right here, for me, being that I am a trader, or I guess I was, because there's no need to trade anymore when you got companies like NovaTech doing it all for you, right? But the reason why this was a check mark for me is because I didn't really have to do much homework, knowing that they are registered with MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 5 does their own due diligence before they will ever bring any entity onto their platforms, right? Really awesome stuff, guys. Why are we all here? Well, we're here not for the trading or the education on learning how to trade. We're here simply because we want to continue to do what we do, all right, and allow our money to work for us the same way we hope that our retirements are working for us, right? The only difference is we want to gain in 5 years what it would traditionally take us 30 years to gain, and continuously pour money into during our entire career working for someone or something, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's something called a PAM account, Percentage Allocation Management Module. In simple layman terms, it's a form of pooled funds, cryptocurrency or Forex trading. All right. Inside of this managed trade account, all right, is qualified, successful traders. There are no robots controlling our or managing our crypto portfolios. All right. There are expert advisors and technology that help the people when it comes to maneuvering in and out of the market. But all of our trading and our investments are controlled by real people. All right. You can invest without the need of knowledge or experience of trading at the end of every specific trading period. All right. This happens to be every Friday. All right. All of the profits are equally distributed amongst all investors. It doesn't matter if you came in at $1 million or $1,000. Whatever the profits are for that Friday is what we are going to earn. Okay. No one is paid more profits percentage-wise because you came in with more money. Those are the Ponzi schemes that a lot of you like dealing with. That's not what this is. All right, let's keep it moving. I just threw a shot at somebody. All right, guys. So tracking progress, very, very important here. NovaTech every single week puts out a performance report. So if you were shared this opportunity by someone that is actively in NovaTech, have them share with you the performance reports over at least the last 18 months. All right. Again, over the last 18 months, everybody is earning, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 3 years, 3 months. But what we're here to share with you is we don't guarantee anything. NovaTech doesn't guarantee anything. Your returns can be as high as 4.2%, as you see here, or as low as 0.065% for the week. It just really depends on what's going on in the economy and what's going on with the trading that NovaTech or any of their investments that they're doing within their hedge fund, right, for that week or for those months consecutive. All right. Now, tracking progress last year. Can't wait to get to 2023 so we can show 2022, because that just shows you that we're here for the long haul. But back in 2021, from January to December, if you were in NovaTech, all right, and you withdrew your money every month, you earned an average of 14.825% on your portfolio. Now, if that ain't deserving of a hallelujah and amen or woohoo or whatever it is that excites you, I don't know what is. That's over 177% for the year. If you didn't take anything out and you allowed it to compound weekly because you redeposited, that's over 400% return on your funds, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you're here. Real people, real profits, real result, real company. Guys, over the last 4 weeks, I don't have to say it. You can see it for yourself, guys. We have averaged over 3% for the last 4 weeks. Of course, it's been for the last 8, 10, 12 weeks. But we're showing you here just this past Friday, it was 3.01%, 2.85% the week before, 3.12% the week before, and 3.64% the week before. Now, how many people can open their retirements right now and see these types of returns with the billion-dollar firms that you're with right now? Zero. I already know the answer to that question. That's why I asked it. All right. Past performance is not indicative of future results, guys. Again, this is not made for everybody. Not everybody is really wanting to see profits like this or really truly believe it. Why? Because we are programmed the way we are programmed to stay in our box and feel like, well, this is my lane, this is where I'm at, and I don't have anything better in life for me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what encourages me every single time I go on the road. When I'm on the road and I at a red light and I see somebody in a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 car, you know what I say to myself? You know what I say to God? I say, God, am I doing what it is that you have for me to do? Because I want that right there. And I don't want it because I need it. I want it because I know I'm deserving of it. But you know what God says? God says, of course you are, but you got to do the thing that's required in order to get it. All right. You can't be in the army and think that you're going to ride a Ferrari, right? You can't be a teacher and think you're going to ride a Ferrari. You can be a teacher, you can be in the army and invest smartly and yes, drive a Ferrari. So you have to do the thing that will get you the thing that you want. All right, guys, again, past performance is not indicative of future results, but this is the part where it just keeps on getting more exciting. Because again, shout out to every single member that's on this call right now, even though this is an opportunity call for new folks that was able to see these results over the last 4 weeks. Now, what makes NovaTech different? It's real simple, guys. And this screen here is really meant for our seasoned crypto and Forex investors and members that are used to being in other platforms as well. This right here, this is like a model that will allow you to really understand, is the other companies real, or is there a really good chance that they're not real? Meaning they're not really doing what they say they're doing behind the scenes. And let me explain. One, if you notice, there are no expiration dates. No one tells you how long or how short to allow your investment to continue to trade. There are no repurchase requirements. We're never going to tell you, you got to put your money back in. It's your money. Why would we have to do that? Cancel at any time. That's huge. All right. There is one caveat to the canceling. Don't come in here if you plan on taking all your money out in the first 90 days, because NovaTech has one caveat, only one, and that's it. In the first 90 days, if you decide to take out your capital, meaning you put 1,000 in, and then you want to take your entire 1,000 out within the first 90 days, they're going to charge you a 15% penalty. All right, big deal. Not a big deal, right? Again, this is not for people that's looking to pay their bills tomorrow. After 90 days, it don't matter how much you have put in through that 90 days, you'll never have another 90-day penalty or cycle. All right, guys, it's only for the first 90 days that you make your first deposit, and that's it. Real simple stuff. 100% access to your capital. That's another big one. Withdraw from your trading balance at any time. If you want to redeposit, you can. No withdrawal limits. Let me say that needs to be 3 times on here. No withdrawal limits. Did I say that already? No withdrawal limits, guys. Why should there be withdrawal limits? No one should hold my money for any longer than I want to keep my money in. All right. No earning caps. No, but you can earn 300% for the year or maximum. What do you mean maximum? Why is there a maximum? If my money is sitting there and investing, it should continue to invest, right? Again, I'm trying to give you the fingerprints of what highway robbery looks like. All right. Weekly profits paid on Friday, no trading skills required. This is a global opportunity. I know people say, oh, but this is a US-based opportunity. No, it's a global opportunity. Trust me, I know and we know this is a global opportunity in almost any and every country across the planet, except for those countries banned, meaning crypto-wise. All right. No recruiting required. That's another one that it needs to be 3 times. So you see the second one? I see it. No recruiting required. You see the third one? I see it. No recruiting required. Nothing that I've shared with you thus far requires you to share this with a soul. All right? This is what makes us amazing. Almost every single other platform that has been out there or currently out there, you know where the money is made? When you're sharing it. There is no money or consistent money being made or profits being made if you don't share it. Why? That's the big sign. That's the big tall, whatever it is, sign of rob Peter to pay Paul. All right, guys. And that is what makes NovaTech different. Now, how do you get started? You pick one of the trading packages. Remember, I told you earlier, you can start as little as $99, $100, if that's what you want. DAP is here to tell you, DAP, all right? The guy that's always bridging the gap is here to tell you, don't come in at $100. It's not going to be worth your time unless you're coming in to lock in and secure your position, but you're going to make more deposits within the next few days or something like that. Other than that, guys, at bare minimum, come in at least at the $500, guys. This is my recommendation. It's my opinion. All right. It's not fact. You don't have to. You don't have to do what DAP says do. I'm only telling you based off of the thousands of people that have come into Team Diamond and what we see. And the reason why, now let me give you the justification. If you notice, every single package, it doesn't matter the package, right? The colors really don't matter. The stars don't matter. You come in, you get in where you fit in. But there's a $25 monthly fee that NovaTech charges, not in the front end, on the back end, every 30 days. And it does not come out of your pocket. It comes from your profits. All right. So let's see if you guys can think back real quickly. DAP said, okay, we can probably average somewhere around 3% a week. So that's probably somewhere around 12% a month, right? If that was the case, if you came in at $100 and you made 12% for the month, are you going to have enough money in profits to pay for your $25? No. This is why we want to save you the headache. All right, guys, build your account up, save as much as you have to, depending on where you are in the world, and come in where it matters, where you got some skin in the game. All right. All these other ventures where they saying, hey, come in for $100 and you can make $1 million. You might as well sit in front of the grocery store and keep on playing the lottery. All right. Because success for those people come by accident. There is nothing that happens by accident on this platform. If you notice, there are 5 states that we don't do business in: Texas, South Carolina, Montana, Hawaii, or Alaska. If you want more information on understanding that, please get back with the person that shared this with you. I promise you, there are ways that you can, but the ways have to do with people that already have businesses in other states outside of where they live in those 5 places. If you do already, then you can structure this as your business because you're already a legally operating business outside of those states, and there are no issues. All right, guys. With that being said, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and USDT are the 4 cryptocurrencies that you can use. I personally recommend that you use USDT. That is a stable coin. And the reason I say that is simply because in the entire financial system, and and markets right now, right? Everything is down. We are in a downtrend. So for you being brand new and not understanding the crypto world, we want to make sure if you're going to buy crypto, you buy a stable coin, something that will not fluctuate up and down based off of what the market is doing, so that when you purchase your crypto, it stays whatever you purchased. If you purchased 1,000, it's 1,000. If it's 10,000, it's 10,000. And then that way you can then send it to NovaTech and it will be exactly what you sent it. The other way is you just come in with Bitcoin, but whatever Bitcoin's doing is what your account is going to do. All right. And that's really as simple as it gets. Now, the VIP level, shout out to all our VIP members. This is people that came in at $25,000 or higher. Okay, or you organically built your account up to 25,000. NovaTech is going to say thank you by giving you a 1% monthly cashback reward. No different than when you spend on a credit card, right? Whatever you spend, you get cash back. This is based off of the ROI, the return on investment. Whatever the profits are total for the week is what NovaTech is going to pay you that 1% on. And of course, they're going to waive that $25 monthly fee. Woo, that's my favorite right there, right? If you're in at 25,000 or higher. Shout out to our President's Club members. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let me tell you, because we had our team training call today, as we do every Sunday. And if I'm correct, we had, let me break this down for you. Because again, I want to make this as simple as possible for you guys to just make a choice. You're either in or you're out. So we got a total of 28,589 team members in Team Diamond in the last year. All right. Over $121 million that's being traded from our team alone. All right. We have 151 VIPs and 52 President Club VIPs. Now, out of those 52, that doesn't mean they're in at 100K. They can have millions in their account, but they're in at least at 100K. What are you waiting for, guys? The train ain't waiting for you. Hop on now. All right, guys. Oh, I forgot to tell you, 2.5% monthly cashback rewards for anybody that gets to the $100,000 mark, $1,000 cash bonus one time from the company. And also, of course, my favorite, the $25 fee is actually waived. Dedicated support. Real simple for those of you that are members. You understand how that works. And with that being said, that is the business opportunity side, the passive side, the investing side of this amazing platform. Guys, if you want to stick around, I promise you, I want to show you how I'm able to earn 7 figures a year, how a lot of our leaders in just a year or less is able to earn 7 figures or more in just the next 7 minutes. How did we do it? Ladies and gentlemen, it's taking your earnings to the next level. See, I told you, a lot of people join this, hundreds by the day, simply because this is a platform where you don't have to share it in order to earn like I've shared with you thus far. However, if you do share it, which is probably what's going to happen anyway, because guess what? Some of you are just tired of lending money to your family and your friends. And you're like, you know what? I need them to get some of their own, right? Or you got to pay somebody back because you owe them money. And this is probably a great thing to introduce them to, even though you're probably still scared to talk to them because you owe money, right? Call, pick up that phone, all right? Let them know what it is in communication, all right? Anyway, I'm not going to be therapy today, therapy DAP. Taking your earnings to the next level works like this. It's 7 additional ways that NovaTech wants to pay you, all right, for sharing the opportunity. And I'm going to break it down for you, as you can see right here, but I'm going to go into the actual diagrams and the pictures so that it kind of really makes sense. And I'm going to start with the direct referral bonuses. All right. The direct referral bonuses, ladies and gentlemen, real simple. When you share this opportunity, every time somebody joins, NovaTech is going to pay you a one-time direct referral bonus. This is not money that comes from the money that your people are depositing into their trading account. No, ma'am. No, sir. This comes from the trading profits that are earned by the company. So I didn't go into that because it's not really education for that, but let me make it simple. NovaTech takes 30% off the top, all right, of what they pay us in profits on a weekly basis. So when we earn 2.8% or 3.3%, that's 100% of the 70% that we get. the 30% that they get. They don't reveal exactly what it is because it's not their business too. All we know is whatever we are given on Friday, we get 100% of it. But that's how NovaTech is able to pay these out. So they're not paying this from any deposits coming in. Again, stay away from the rob Peter to pay Paul's. Stay away from the I can get rich in 90 days. No. Okay, you can build a legacy and start over 90 days, but stuff like this, it takes some skin in the game. All right, it takes some time, 2 to 3 years to be able to say, hey, I've maximized this and I've built an empire that's solid with a rock solid foundation, and I'm going to be able to earn on a monthly basis because of what I've built. Ladies and gentlemen, you see it here. I don't have to kind of go through it. Depending on where they come in at is what NovaTech says. Here's your one-time direct referral bonus. They're also going to do it on the indirect side. Every time your people share it with their people 7 generations deep, NovaTech is going to, again, share with you some of those profits. All right, guys? Again, it doesn't look like a lot. I'm here to tell you guys this turns out to be tens of thousands of dollars per week. Why? Because it's what we're experiencing. All right? Fast track bonus. Everybody getting in for the first time, if you just got in a couple of weeks ago, in your first 45 days, NovaTech says, hey, hit it hard. Why? We want to throw an extra $1 million+ over the next 5 years down into your account. Why did I say $1 million? It doesn't say $1 million, Dap. It says $600. And that's if we do both. 3 people coming in at the bronze, 3 people coming in at the silver. Guys, go back to thecalculatorsite.com. Remember, this is about planting seeds, watering those seeds, cultivating it, allowing the sun, allowing the soil, everything to nurture it so that your tree prospers, that it blooms. All right. So that you're not sacrificing the seed. You're taking from the fruit that the seed has bare from the tree that it's created, right? Ladies and gentlemen, what happens with this $600, if you redeposit it and allow it to do what it does over the next 5 years, it potentially can be over 1.2 million just from this bonus right here. How awesome is that? Check matching. Let me get some water for this one, because this right here is why we have millionaires in Team Diamond from NovaTech alone in just under a year. I hope you grasp this. All right. Everybody that then jumped off, about 10 people so far, they're missing it. They don't get it. All right. This is going to take you to the next level. This is what gets you in 12 months to 24 months, what it would take you 5 years just sitting back, expecting NovaTech to do what they've been doing. Every person that you share this with, NovaTech is going to give you a 5% check match on whatever NovaTech earns them. So normally we're used to, okay, when my people sell something, I'll make 5% of what they sell. We're not in the selling business here, guys. We're in the money-making business. We're in the allow our monies to work for us instead of us work for it. When NovaTech pays them an ROI on Friday, NovaTech cuts you a check for 5% of whatever they made. If that's not making you go crazy right now, you're broke. I'm just saying it because you don't understand leveraging and understanding how you can buy your time back. I promise you, tomorrow is not guaranteed to you. What you do today is what matters. And the only thing that's going to build you, all right, and build your legacy is what you give and what you're able to bring to the world that you live in. This right here shows that you're sharing, and when you're sharing, you're changing lives, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't stop on your first level. It goes 9 generations deep. Can I drop the mic? Not yet. There's a baby brother to this, the residual income lifetime bonus. This is like another check match. Remember that $25 that everyone pays that's under the $25,000 threshold? NovaTech's going to pay out just like the check match on that $25. I know it doesn't look like a lot of money, but it turns out to be thousands of dollars. We know, we're already experiencing it. What are you waiting for? Let's keep it rolling, guys. Rank achievement rewards. Remember, well, actually, you don't remember because this was actually talked about on our training call today, but I'm going to break it down for you. Instant cash bonuses paid immediately. When you decide to build a team, you are going to have levels to the game. And every time you hit those rank achievement levels, NovaTech is going to drop a quick rank achievement bonus down your account. It starts at $100 and it goes all the way to $100,000, ladies and gentlemen. What are you waiting for? This is an extra 200,000 just about extra. All right, extra. Read all about it. What you waiting for? Come on, guys. Profit sharing is the last, but not least. How many people here understand what it is to get a profit share? This means you've invested in something that's doing really, really well, a company of some sort, a hedge fund, a venture capitalist group, a Tesla, an Amazon, a Google, an Apple, right? And they are literally paying you dividends or a profit share every 3 months, every quarter, to say thank you for investing in our business. 10% of their quarterly net profits are shared amongst all of their leaders, from senior executive to ambassador. Raise your hand if you want to be a part of this. I want to see how many people here truly want to lead from the front. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can sit and just watch from the back. You can be a spectator while your money just works for you. It's nothing wrong with that. All right. But if you want to advance the kingdom finance, then you're going to have to do this part, because I can tell you, you're going to get to that part where you say, hey, but I want to pay my bills for this like in the next 3 months. Start sharing this like I did. And in the next 90 days, you'll be able to literally, if you chose to, not have to work for somebody ever in your life again, based off of NovaTech continuously delivering what it is that they've done. Ladies and gentlemen, the use of information products services should be based on your own due diligence, and you agree that the company is not liable for any success or failure of your business that is directly or indirectly related to the purchase and use of information product service reviewed or advertised. All right, moving all fast, like you might get a heart attack, you might get this, all information contained here should be independently verified. Yes, we know you trust the person that shared this with you. Yes, you know a little bit about a little bit. But again, everything that you do, understand that everything comes with the risk in the financial markets, guys. Trade with money that you cannot, actually, that's wrong. Trade with money that you can, don't trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. All right, very, very important that you don't do that. All right, utilize funds that you can part with. All right, those $300-400 you're going to spend on the Jordans or the Yeezys or, you know, gambling or whatever fixation that you have, use that fund. All right, and I promise you everything should be just fine, guys. With that being said, your future, freedom, and dreams start right now. So dream big. This opportunity, I know it's cliche. I know it's really cliche for someone says this is something that comes once in a lifetime, because it doesn't just come once in a lifetime, but you being the right person in the right place, in the right space at the right time comes sometimes once in a lifetime. I can tell you because I am a living testimony of it. I can tell you because I have dozens upon dozens of people that I have never met physically. But because we have grown together in this crypto space, they have trusted in me. They have trusted in my influence through all of the challenges to be here right now to say, hey, Dap, I am a doctor. Hey, Dap, I am a teacher. Hey, Dap, I am this. And we as a family, we as just me, as in you, I am earning in profits more on a weekly or monthly basis than I do on my full-time job or career. What is happening and transpiring over the next 12 to 24 months will put more money in my trade account with NovaTech than in the last 15 years in my retirement. This is your self-funded retirement, ladies and gentlemen. Let your traditional retirement be the icing on the cake. Yeah, get that 100% match that your company's giving you if that's what they're giving you. But understand that the alternative side, stepping outside the box, is what's going to really make the difference. Get back with the person that shared this with you. And before we do that, we got some amazing, amazing things that you may want to hear over the next 5 minutes. I want to bring back up our amazing co-founder, Miss Marcia. If you can come to the line, thank you guys so much. And it's time for me, as I always say, to eat.
Wow. What another amazing presentation, brother. You laid it out. Senior director with NovaTech, presidential club, close to 1-star ambassador, changing lives, have built teams of tens of thousands. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Mr. Dab Dunbar, he's speaking from the heart, and we love him, Corey J and I, and the whole entire Team Diamond family. And he's taken us through some emotions tonight. You know, there's things that he touched on that made you laugh, right? There's things that he touched on that made you think and look into the mirror and say, you know what? If it's gotta be, it's up to me. And every time I look at this NovaTech presentation, I'm in awe and I get excited and I'm like, oh my goodness, look how many people it can help, because it's helping folks, just like it's helping my family. And I give God all the glory for it. And I thank Sherelle, Delory, and Corey J, Bad to the Bone Sampson, the co-founder, the other co-founder of our team, for really paving the way here with NovaTech. And it is my pleasure to bring up this gentleman. He has a story like so many other stories, and sometimes people don't like telling the story because they don't want people to know other things about them. But this gentleman is so humble. I've been knowing him for years, and his story is so impactful to see where he is today when he started about maybe 10 months ago, and this incredible opportunity, and where he is today and how it's changing his family lives every single day, and so many people that he interacts with. He just reached executive, and it's my pleasure to congratulate this gentleman, Mr. Todd Thompson. Are you there, superstar? If you can just share your short testimony, the impactful story that it is with everyone, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, Marsha, I am. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for being here. I'm so blessed to be in this opportunity with you. We've been in different things with Team Diamond over the years, and this is by far the most lucrative thing I've ever been a part of in my whole entire life, bar none. I mean, it's just mind blowing to me. And I am, you know, I know we talk about, you know, it's good to come in at a certain level and your money multiplies and everything. But for me, I had to come in at a lower level. And so for all of you people that, you know, don't have $1,000 and you think, oh, this isn't for me. Well, I just wanted you to know where I'm coming from, because to be honest, I only had $140 to start with. And I know 99 is the minimum, and you don't ever want to start with that little unless you know you're going to be sponsoring people and getting bonuses, or if you're going to be adding your own funds, because that $25 they take a month, which they deserve that $25 for all they do for us. I mean, they're trading for us, you know, and making money for us and everything. And all we do is we deposit it. But, and the whole back office is phenomenal. But I was able to turn that into, you know, getting to be executive just this weekend. And that's mind blowing. I mean, the bonuses that come along the way, I mean, it's just phenomenal. And that $1,000 bonus, that's a lot of money for me. And Marsha knows me. And me and my wife, you know, I moved all the way to South Carolina to get married. And we've been, you know, trying to get by best we could. But NovaTech came along, and I sponsored some really key people. And, you know, Pastor Carlene's probably on the line. She's been phenomenal. And her, you know, her group volume has just exploded, you know, exponentially. And it's amazing what happens when people that are even downline from you that you don't even know, they come in and put in huge amounts of money, and you don't have any connection to those people, but you're getting, you know, you're benefiting from it as your group is growing. And I'm just so grateful to be here and to be at a position now where, you know, when you talk about 1,000, well, my trading balance is already up to 3,300. That doesn't sound like much, but I've taken about 2,400 out myself, you know, because I'm making, you know, a decent amount every weekend. So it's like I can take out some, and or I can leave it in and let it grow. And it's just, it's incredible to be where I'm at. And now I know it's just going to get a lot better now that I'm at a place where it can really grow. Thank you, Marsha, for introducing this to me and for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Todd. Just so powerful. And knowing your story in terms of, I know you guys are from California, and just knowing how impactful this is and meaningful to your family. And you heard Mr. Dunbar say is, it doesn't matter, you guys, let's reach out to every person that we can and know and love and trust to let them know about the goodness of NovaTech. And Todd, I just get emotional hearing your story and knowing where you are. And and what you're doing. And I'm so, so elated for you and your family to where you are, you know, being executive, receiving that $1,000 bonus, just so it helps on top of everything else. And what you shared with me, I won't share it with everyone in terms of where you are residually here too. It's so incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about this as we close out tonight. What determines what type of house you're gonna live in? Money, right? What determines what type of car you're gonna drive to get from point A to point B? Money. What determines whether or not you're gonna be able to put food on the table to help you and your family to survive? Money. What determines what type of school or college that your children are gonna go to? You wanna have the best of the best, the elite of the elite. And I'm so, so proud and so grateful that the fact that my niece, Corinne, can go to an exclusive school because she's smart, number one. And then also because of the goodness of what NovaTech is doing, she can go to a private school that her parents have put her in, her mom and her grandmother have put her in, to make sure that she's getting well educated, to put her talents to the next level. So it's about you taking this to the next level for you and your family. What does that look like for you today? So I encourage you to get back to the person that brought you here. Get started, ladies and gentlemen. Don't delay. Let's go ahead and make it happen for ourselves and our family. Let's do it in a big way, you guys. And while we're doing that, we're going to show you the next up and coming events for you and your family, where you can share this with as many people and invite. Our next webinar at Team Diamond is on Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central time, where myself and also Mr. Amazing will be doing the presentation tomorrow night. Wednesday, during the day, my niece, book author Sherelle D. Laurie, she's going to be laying it out like no other at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Show up and show out, you guys, during your lunch break. And then anyone internationally is a great call to attend as well. And that's 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then Wednesday night, calling Dr. Hubbard, Dr. Sean T. Hubbard. He's going to lay it out for all healthcare workers and anyone else you want to invite. It's an incredible call as well at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then on Thursday night, Stan the Man with the Master's Plan. And then also some other incredible leaders that's showing up and showing out as well. We have a coach that's doing it. We have Aquarius that's doing it. We have leaders that's here to set you up for success. And all you have to do is just really invite. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then the boss man himself laying it out on Saturday. That's also a good call for international folks at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Mr. Ethan Clemens does the honors there. And then 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then we have basic training, where Corey J and I, the co-founders of the team, we lay it out each and every time for you and your success. And it starts, success leaves clues. Tonight, Mr. Dunbar laid so many clues for you and your family. And tonight you heard from an incredible person that's so humble, that shared his story and his testimony of what NovaTech is doing for him. Create your own testimony for your NovaTech story for you and your family. And we'll see y'all on the next webinar. Have a blessed night, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Get back to the person. Welcome to our Team Diamond family. And tell them, hey, you know what? I'm in it to win it for myself and my family. And we'll see you on the next webinar tomorrow night. This webinar, ladies and gentlemen, is officially over.